Making film has been a passion of mine my entire life. Somebody asked me, what is Earthling? What is it about? It's kind of a strange name, and I tell them it's an idea I came up with 7 years ago. Earthling really has to do with human nature. I was really impressed with the whole creation story of Adam and Eve, and how could someone have all of this and then fall? And it was really interesting to me to just really dive deep into this story. And when I was younger and in Sunday school, I had teachers that would always tell me the story of Adam and Eve, and they would always paint it as this bright, shiny, happy moment. And I never read it that way, with talking serpents and this fall from grace, this punishment given to us. So I always read it as dark. And this is a modern day approach to this story that I feel is very important, because people today, in this modern world we live in, I don't feel like they are listening to the right thing, and perhaps they don't even know what to listen for. And maybe they're as lost as Adam and Eve were, walking through this entrapment of a garden that was, people think might have been set up for them to fail anyway, when it really wasn't. This idea of where power is with God and with the devil. And so I wrote this story about 7 years ago, and here we are now.
The way that I got involved was through Jonathan. I actually worked with him, and one of the whole reasons why I wanted to do this was I would love to be doing film full time, and it's definitely my dream and my passion to be able to do that.
I love film. I went to film school. It's always played a major role in my life. Unfortunately, I was born with a birth defect that kept me out of school, so film kind of kept me happy. It's something that I relied on while I was sitting in the hospital or sitting at home. So it became a big part of my life.
My dream is not to make a film and make me big. My dream is to make a film and make the people that have made the film big, if that makes any sense. I don't want it to be about me, and I don't want it to be about anyone else. I want it to be about us as a team, and where we've been and where God has taken us and what He's going to do through this project.
Once I kind of heard about the story, when I actually started filming the teaser that we did, I didn't really know all about the story. I kind of just knew it was a modern day Adam and Eve twist. Then when Jason kind of started telling me about it and really going more in depth with the story, I thought, this is amazing, and I couldn't understand why it hasn't been told like this before.
And as I slowly began to find out more about Earthling and what the story is and what it means, I began to fall more and more and more in love with it. And I realized this story is a story that needs to be told. It's a story that needs to be seen. It's a story that needs to be heard.
I mean, I can tell you there hasn't been a moment where we haven't thought about it, where we haven't talked about it, where we haven't written or maybe changed some things in the script or whatever. It is just something that has been just heavy on my heart, and it's just been a passion for years now.
That's the main reason why I'm involved in this project and involved with Kickstarter. We need your help. We cannot do this alone.
It's so exciting to be at the point where everything is done. Literally, the script is written. Locations have been found. We're working on maybe figuring out actresses and actors and all that kind of good stuff. But we lack funding. And I know that's such a huge and crucial part of this. So when we sat down as a team, you can imagine sitting at a table and just writing ideas, or throwing them on a whiteboard, throwing them on a chalkboard. You have all these hundreds and thousands of ideas of how to raise money. And only one kind of did what we wanted to do, and it fit into our dream and our passion, and that we got a lot of people involved.
So I'm looking to everybody out there, what you could do through Kickstarter, this campaign that we're running, this platform that we are on. Just pledge, watch us, and help us get to where we want to be. We want to film right here in Alabama, and this is what I've been wanting to do my whole life. Film is a really cool way to show and tell a story visually. I feel like this story has a deeper meaning and a purpose, and Kickstarter is a great platform to use.
So excited to finish this race, but we kind of hand the baton over for the next lap, and that's you, where we get funding.
And I promise you, once it's made, it's going to be worth every penny that you've donated.
The coolest thing to me is it brings people together. This connection, I feel, is very important. We get to meet people on a different level and bring all these people together that know what we're talking about. So when you ask me what is Earthling, Earthling is a lot more than just a film. It's a passion, it's a drive, it's a love of something bigger than ourselves. And I thank you for your help.